The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man has had a lot of different models and action figures released in his time, and this is a top 10 list of all my favourites. Now everyone's top 10 list will be completely different. For example, I hate the Funko Pop version of Stay Puft. I never liked it, the first version or the second version. So you won't be seeing any of those in my list, but I'm sure some people out there will have him at number 1. So feel free to comment below and tell me what your favourites and your least favourites are. Now I just want to give a little honorary mention to the Plasma Series Mini Puffs. I'm not including these in my top 10 because I'm focusing on classic Stay Puft, but I just think these are great. At number 10 we have the Matty Collector Mattel Stay Puft. Now I really like the likeness on this, but I think it goes to show, like, Stay Puft is a really simple design, really, but it does seem like when you look at a lot of the figures and models that are going to be on this list, it does seem like a really hard likeness to capture. Like, I really love the face here, but it's not accurate. But like I said, I really like it. Now, this at the time was the biggest Stay Puft ever made, but it did suffer a couple of things. Otherwise I think it would have been higher on the list. They made it out of this like foam material, which was a cool feature, you know, made it feel more like what you'd imagine the Marshmallow Man to feel like. But unfortunately it suffered very bad yellowing problems in the arms and legs. These arms and legs have been painted. They were just so yellow, it was ridiculous, and that happened very quick, within months. Otherwise, like I said, it would have been much higher on the list. But yeah, I really like this version. Other than that, now also interestingly, Spirit Halloween in America do like a hanging version of the Stay Puft, which looks like it's made out of the exact same moulds. Number 9 is the Neca Stay Puft, released in 2004. The Neca line was very short and sweet, but it had some of the best Ghostbusters figures I think have ever been done. You had the two Terror Dogs, Gozer and Slimer, and I don't think they've been bettered. Now this Stay Puft has definitely been bettered. The face sculpt is a bit odd, but at the time this was the first time we got like a big Stay Puft. Up to that point it was just a small Kenner one. And I think the likeness on the Mattel one was better, which I had at number 10. But this was just made so much sturdier, was just better quality overall. Number 8 is the Diamond Select Stay Puft. Now unfortunately this suffered the same problem the Kenner one had of being rather small, but just really good likeness here. I thought it was really cool. They also did a couple of variants. They did a box set that came with the Angry Stay Puft, and they did a Comic Con exclusive that had that sort of a screaming round mouth face. In 2011, Diamond Select released this brilliant Stay Puft lamp. It was limited to 1,984 because Ghostbusters came out in 1984. Not the biggest Stay Puft, but likeness-wise, I think it's really good. At the time, it was probably the best likeness we'd had in a Stay Puft model. And the fact it lights up just makes it a bit different to the rest, which is why I really like it. Number 6 is this really cool statue made by a company called Icon. It came in 2 variants. You had the clean Stay Puft and the charred Stay Puft, and both come with alternate heads, so you can have him happy or angry. We're going small with number 5, and that is the Lego Stay Puft minifigure. Unfortunately, we never had a giant Stay Puft to go with the Firehouse or the X01 that they released, but I just really love this minifigure. I think he's really cool. Number 4 is the classic Kenner Stay Puft figure. Now if you were a kid in the 80s and a Ghostbusters fan, of course, you may well have had one of these like I did. I played with mine a lot, so many happy memories. My parents spent ages trying to find me one of these and was very grateful to get it. One little thing that used to bug me was that he just wasn't bigger. I mean, he was barely taller than the Ghostbusters themselves, when, yeah, it wouldn't have hurt to at least make him double the size or triple, but still, I really love it. A lot of nostalgia here. Number 3 is the Diamond Select 24-inch Moneybanks, and I think these are really good. They did 2 versions. They did Happy Stay Puft and Angry Stay Puft, and these are just so perfect for displaying with any figure line. I mean, they're large, they're sturdy. I mean, I've had mine for years now. There's no sign of yellowing like the Mattel one did, and I just think the likenesses are really good. A little coin slot on the back, which you probably not going to see in any display you do, because I can't imagine you're going to have his back towards you in your display. So just perfect for any figure to stand next to. Number 2 is the Diamond Select 12-inch Money Bank. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is this not number 3 and the bigger one and number 2? And the reason basically is the head. Now, granted, the 24-inch version is going to make a much better display piece with figures, but I think the head is just slightly better on this version. It just seems like the proportions are better, whereas on the bigger one, I guess it was just a tad too tall. Not a lot. I just feel like it's just that couple of percent difference that makes this one look the better version. And number 1 on what I think is the best ever Stay Puft figure is this one made by SH Figure Arts, if I've pronounced that name correctly. Not a big figure by no means, but this one is I just think this is perfect. I mean, it's posable more than any other Stay Puft figure, and it has alternate heads, so you know you can have angry Stay Puft, happy Stay Puft, you can have like the surprised looking Stay Puft. Just so many options with this one. I genuinely think this is the best figure that they've ever made a Stay Puft. It hasn't been bettered, and I can't see it ever being bettered, if I'm completely honest. Unfortunately, it's really hard to get now and does go for quite a lot of money on eBay, but that is my number 1, and like I said, I don't see it being beaten, but I'd be happy to be proved wrong. But that's my list of my top 10 Stay Puft figures and models. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Do you really like something that didn't make my list? I'd love to hear. But thanks for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, keep on busting.